Welcome back today we're driving into the future, and today, we're looking at something that blends the soul of the past with the tech of tomorrow. This is the 2026 Jaguar E-Type. Now, if you're a car enthusiast or even just someone with a pulse, you probably recognize the name E-Type. The original dropped in 1961 and immediately changed the game. It was sleek, it was fast, and Enzo Ferrari once called it the most beautiful car ever made. So when Jaguar decided to bring the E-Type name back for 2026, the stakes were sky high. But here's the twist. The new E-Type isn't just a retro revival. It's not a Rista mod. It's not a throwback concept. It's a complete reimagining. Jaguar is going all in on electric, and the 2026 E-Type is one of the brand's first major statements in this new era. At first glance, the design hits you. It's unmistakably inspired by the classic, but with a clean, modern twist. The long bonnet remains. The teardrop rear haunches are back. But everything feels tighter, more refined. Instead of chrome bumpers and wire wheels, you've got flush aerodynamic surfaces, hidden door handles, and 21-inch forged alloys that look like they were machined by an aerospace company. It's elegant, but purposeful. The front features a low-slung, aggressive nose, but the grille is seal-laden. It doesn't need cooling like an old V12. The headlights are narrow, high-efficiency LED units that pay homage to the original round lamps but bring a futuristic edge. The rear, though, is where it gets emotional. That curving tail, the subtle ducktail lip, and a continuous LED light bar that wraps around its modern sculpture with classic British charm. Underneath that beautiful body is Jaguar's all-new F platform. It's called Panthera E, and it's built from a mix of aluminium and carbon composites to keep weight down. The E-Type is available in both rear-wheel and all-wheel drive versions. In the base model, you're looking at a single motor setup on the rear axle producing around 450 horsepower. But the dual-motor AWD variant, that one's a monstrous 650 horsepower. 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. Let that sink in. The original E-Type was a sensation in the 60s because it could do 150 miles an hour. This 2026 model can do that in silence, with instant torque, and it gets there almost before you've finished blinking. Battery-wise, Jaguar is using a 100 kWh solid-state pack in the top trim. It's part of their new push toward efficiency and sustainability. You're looking at a range of 370 to 400 miles depending on driving style and configuration. Fast charging is top tier too, up to 350 kilowatts, meaning you can go from 10 to 80% in just under 20 minutes if you're plugged into the right station. Inside, the 2026 E-Type is minimalist luxury at its best. Jaguar didn't try to mimic the wood and leather vibe of the A60s. This is forward-thinking design with a nod to the past. The dashboard is low and clean, with an ultra-wide curved LED screen that houses both the instrument cluster and infotainment. There are still tactile switches for key functions, thankfully, but most of the interface is voice-activated and powered by Jaguar's new AI assistant, Iris. The materials are sustainable and high quality, vegan leather, recycled aluminium trim, even 3D printed fabrics made from ocean plastics. But it doesn't feel cheap or preachy. It feels tailored, refined, and distinctly Jaguar. The seats are slim but incredibly supportive, and the driving position is low and engaging, just like the original. Even the gear selector mimics the old manual shifter, but this time, it controls drive modes for the electric drivetrain. One of the coolest features, the pulse drive mode. It's an optional driving setting where the E-Type synthesizes the sound of the old inline-6 or V12 under acceleration using interior audio. It's not just noisy, it actually changes based on throttle input, steering angle, and even regenerative braking. It's a clever bit of emotional engineering, designed to keep you connected to the car's history without polluting the silence of an F. On the road, the new E-Type is sharp. The electric steering has been tuned for feedback, and Jaguar's engineers have worked hard to avoid the disconnected feeling that some Fs suffer from. Torque vectoring, active damping, and a near 50-50 weight distribution all help keep it planted. It's not trying to be a track weapon like a Porsche Taycan Turbo GT, it's more about balance, grace, and road feel. But don't let that fool you. In the corners, it holds its own. There's also a new suite of driver assistance tech: adaptive cruise, lane centering, automatic lane changes, and even semi-autonomous parking. But Jaguar made it clear, this isn't a car that drives itself. This is a car for people who still love driving. And that's where the 2026 E-Type really shines. It doesn't try to erase the past. It embraces it, honors it, but moves forward. Jaguar could have built a cookie-cutter electric coupe and slapped an old name on it. Instead, they created something with real character. Pricing starts at just under $100,000 for the base model and goes up to $140,000 for the dual motor GT edition. There's also a limited heritage launch edition with only 960 units globally, a nod to the 1961 original. That one comes in a gorgeous Sherwood green with a tan interior, and it's already sold out in some regions. Jaguar says the E-Type is more than just a halo car, it's a signal, a promise. Their entire lineup will be electric by 2030, and they want to prove that EVs don't have to be cold, soulless machines. They can be emotional, exciting, beautiful. So is the 2026 E-Type a perfect car? Number. Some might say it's too expensive, others might wish for a gas-powered version, or even a manual transmission. But here's the thing, it wasn't built to please everyone. It was built to move the brand forward while respecting its past. And that's what makes it special. Whether you're a die-hard classic car fan or a tech-loving futurist, the new E-Type gives you something to think about. It asks, what does it mean to build a driver's car in the electric age? Jaguar's answer: make it stunning, make it quick, and above all make it matter. Thanks for riding with us into the future. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you drive the new E-Type, or is the original still king? Either way, it's a great time to be a car enthusiast.